Hey folks, it's a man once again, and if you're wondering why I'm at this angle, well, this will be a long one. I'll be totally honest. If you like this film, that's fine. I'm not going to call you stupid. I'm not going to make fun of you. I'm not going to call you names. I hate this film with a passion. This is not the actual videotape of Alien 3, but I'm picturing it after watching Aliens and then going to this fucking film. I won't get more in detail. And people go, well, what more could they do with Alien 3? Oh, okay, how about this? Right off the top of my head, you can do the... Hey, this is for free. The Sulaco. Picture that, the Sulaco. The face huggers that come out of nowhere. Go into Ripley's tube while she's sleeping. This fire starts, and since it's sci-fi and anything can happen in sci-fi, if there's a fire in a tube, something goes over it. A covering. It gets jettisoned. She crashes to the prison planet. You can still have your story that you love of Ripley by herself with prisoners and rapists and murderers. That way you don't have to deal with, well, why would a kid be there? What would she do? You still have Hicks and Newt and Bishop going off safely. It would not give at least the biggest fuck you to a fan of Aliens. And you still have your story. How about that? How about them apples? But no, this give a fuck you to Alien, and it gives a fuck you to Aliens, and I don't like that. And I think it does, and I'll take a long-ass time explaining why. And I know there's lots of fans of Alien 3, and I've heard the explanations, and I still don't agree with it. I still don't understand it. So, without further ado, I'm going to take my actual reasoning, and this is what I think of Alien 3. Fuck you, you piece of shit! Fuck you, Alien 3! You motherfucker! You piece of shit! Kiss my ass! Suck my dick! You fucking rape alien! You rape aliens! You're not raping me! You suck too many STD-ridden dicks! You motherfucking cock sucker! Soul filled with demon! You piece of shit! Get the shit off my lawn! See, I got flowers on my bed, so it'd be like woosah, woosah, woosah. You're lucky this is here. You motherfucking piece of shit! Cock sucking die! Yeah. This is Alien 3. Use dental floss on my ass. Fuck Alien 3. Kiss my fucking asshole. And you suck a fucking kick. What's a kick? A kick in the face, a kick in the ass, a kick in the balls, a kick in the gooch. It's a fucking slut. She sucked so many goddamn ST-ridden cocks that you fill it up with semen. Like as much as a fucking swimming pool. Hate this goddamn movie. The fucking ass. Get this shit off my lawn. After watching Alien and Aliens, two classics, two masterpieces, and you get an epically shitty movie. I can even give some good thoughts on it. I like Elliot Golenthal's score. The sets are good. The photography, camera work, like when you're going from here and then the alien and going up there. From here to upside down. The acting is not the problem. I like Charles S. Dutton. That's pretty much it. This is a film that does this to fans of Alien. Hey, Ripley went through all that shit in Nostromo. She's the lone survivor in Nostromo. Too bad, too fucking sad! Because you don't die in a pretentious self-sacrifice manner, which should still be fucking pointless, because your ass don't get cloned in Alien Resurrection! And then Sigourney Weaver, I want to die! I want to die! You know, the only thing that died was your fucking career. I want to die! I want to die! I want to die! And then, oh, you pay me this money? Okay, I'll do Alien Resurrection. You know what that is? That means a hooker! Doing it for money. And now Alien 5. I want to do it! I want to do it! I want to give Ripley closure! You could have had a good Alien 3 giving it closure! You had your chance and you blew it! You blew it! You blew it, Sigourney Weaver. As well as everyone involved with this movie blew it! Fucking blew it. Worst fucking sequel I've ever seen. Oh, what about Troll 2? Troll 2 is better than Troll 1! Most people say that. Troll 2 is more memorable than Troll 1. Alien 3 is a fucking insult. But I like that it's dark and depressing as shit. Good on ya! I don't! So many strips. I mean, everyone knows the problems with Alien 3. The backstory. Rennie Harlan was one of the directors that was going to do it. All these strips. The William Gibson strip where you had 8 firefights and Bishop and Hicks were going to be the lead stars. And Ripley and Newt. Hell, if Sigourney Weaver doesn't want to do it, have her not do it. Have her and Newt be on Earth. And then if she wants to come back, you could do that in the future. When the right script comes in or the right timing comes in. James Cameron, he even said that he would not have minded doing another one. He just didn't want to do it right away. You fuck, man. You know James Cameron takes his time. Look how long it took him from Titanic to fucking Avatar. I guarantee he would not have minded coming back. Have him write a script. I would rather wait for that. And the people go, well, you know, it's not just Aliens. There's also a movie called Alien. Yeah, and it sucked as a sequel to that too. Because the William Gibson script, they're like, well, it has 8 firefights, it has tons of action, yeah, Hicks and Bishop, but it has to be Ripley. Well, you know what? Sigourney Weaver was in Alien 3, and that movie still sucked, and it still did not do well at the box office. And you still had Sigourney Weaver in Alien Resurrection, and that film sucked, and it did not do well at the box office. So they're saying, well, you need Ripley. Well, you know what? She was in 2 movies, and both of them sucked dick. Just having Ripley in there is not enough. You have to have a good script, you have to have a good story, you have to have a good movie. Alien 3 is not it! You have some shoddy effects at times. The up-close alien, good. When it's far away looking like a fucking animated cartoon, it sucked. However the fuck they did it. I don't know if it's early CGI. I don't know if some other special way they did it. I don't care. I just know it looks like dog shit. Well, you need to calm down. Fuck calming down. Because I'm tired of fucking Alien 3. I want a t-shirt that says fuck Alien 3. Fuck Alien 3. I want that t-shirt. Fuck Alien 3. Just go around in conventions. I want, if somehow I had the money, the time, and all that to go to conventions, I want a t-shirt that says fuck Alien 3. Fuck Alien 3. Sign my t-shirt. It says fuck Alien 3. What's that mean? You know Alien 3? Fuck it! No, we can't have William Gibson script. Oh yeah, it's people who get, there's this virus and people get turned into xenomorphs, and it could be like John Carpenter's The Thing, and you're doing something new with the franchise, but still having fun. But we don't want to make another Aliens. But Alien 3, people's who, again, if you like the film, fine. But people are like, oh, but Alien 3 is great because it tries to be like Alien. So Don't let it be like Aliens. Let it be like the first one, though. So it's trying to copy the first one. So it's still trying to copy something, is what you're saying. It's trying to be more like Alien. So apparently, if it's more like Alien, it's fine. If it's more like Aliens, it's bad. It tried to be its own film. How? It was one alien again, knocking people off one by one. What did it bring new to the table? Nothing. Cool. Decent. I like the chase where the POV shot. It might as well be a dumb slasher film. People say AVPR is the first slasher film of that. No, Alien 3 is. It's a body count movie. Here's dumbass number 1, jerk off number 2, numbnuts number 3, fuckface number 4. They're all bald, they're all British, and they all have barcodes. The 3 Bs. Add a 4th one, they're all bitches. Because you don't give a flying fuck about any of them. See, when you compare it to Alien, it fails too. Because it's not scary, it's not that creepy, it's not... No, there's no suspense. How is there suspense when you don't give a fuck about anybody? There's no tension. How is there tension when you don't give a fuck about anybody? It brought nothing new to the table, alien-wise. Oh, because it was a dog or a bison, it moved a little differently. Oh my god, holy shit. Again, bad to the beginning. William Gibson, they said, fuck that script. Eric Red made a script. They said, fuck that script. Fuck this script. Fuck this script. You gotta have Sigourney Weaver back. We don't give a fuck about anybody else. Okay. Well, Vincent Ward makes a script about Wooden Planet and months and things like that. And the original script, it was going to be this exorcism type thing where there was going to be an alien and Ripley, but they were going to the monk and he would hold it and walk into fire. And then Ripley's like, no, I don't want to do any more movies, and so kill me off. Even though she went to do a 4th one, and now she wants to do a 5th one, but yet she's tired of it, but then she wants to do more. It's like, I don't want to use guns. It's okay if I kill people, like Cold Light of Day with Bruce Willis and Henry Cavill, where I'm in a car, I'm a bad guy, and I'm just shooting random pedestrians from a car. I'm just murdering people left and right in Cold Light of Day. That's fine. I just don't want to shoot aliens. Does that make any fucking sense? Things change. Well, they should change a little bit sooner. So... first, they greenlight that script, but then immediately they're like, well, this plot's fucking stupid, so let's change it. Instead of months, it's prisoners. And instead of a wooden planet, have it be a prison planet. And then Vincent Ward was like, well, wait a minute, this is nothing like we discussed, it's nothing like you greenlit this. And he's like, okay, I'm gone. And Vincent Ward went on to do What Dreams May Come with Robin Williams. I liked that movie. Well, we need someone here, so let's get David Fincher. Now, David Fincher, I like Seven. My favorite of his is The Game. I like Fight Club. I like Panic Room. But you know what? I put a little bit of blame on David Fincher as well. Could he have had power? No. Could he have changed anything? No. Do I know of all the shit that went on behind his back? Yeah. But you're going into a movie with no fucking script finished. He knew that beforehand. When you take the script that you greenlit Vincent Ward and you said, change this, 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 and this, that means he would have known that beforehand. Where's the script? Well, it's not finished. Oh, okay, I'll take the job anyway. You shouldn't have taken a job that didn't have a finished script, David Fincher. What do you expect? And honestly, if someone came up to me and said, gave me this script or gave me, hey, we want you to do the new Die Hard film. Well, the story is that John McClane's wife and kids die in the first 5 minutes. Then throughout the film, Samuel L. Jackson's character Zeus and Sergeant Al Powell, Reginald VelJohn's character, they die in the middle. And then John McClane kills himself at the end from a self-sacrifice. And that's the end of our Die Hard movies. This is going to be the end of it. Here, give you some money. I'd be like, fuck you. That makes A Good Day Die Hard look like a Academy Award winner. Fuck this shit. I'm not doing it. I'll go back to making music videos, was what he was doing. I'll go back, make music videos, and I'll wait until 7 comes around, and then I'll do 7. It's not like Alien 3 made him get 7. I can't buy that. I can't buy that someone went, hey, Alien 3 is great. Hey, you go make 7. Did New Line Cinema do that? I'm sorry. It sucks for David Fincher, but you know, when you agree to a movie that says fuck you to the previous 2 films, it's hard to get too much sympathy from me, especially when you come in and you know that the script isn't fucking finished. And you're writing the script off the top of your ass while doing it. What do you expect? There'd be a lot of hugs and kisses and jerk-offs? Circle jerks all around? Fuck no. And so, of course, the big problem is the beginning. I like the way the opening credits. I like Elliot Goldenthal's score. I like the way the credits are done with that creepy choir type music. Oh. But then, in 5 minutes, you have face huggers that come out of fucking nowhere! Don't give me this bullshit, because this bullshit you're coming out of your ass. It's nothing said in the movie. It's nothing told in the movie. It's shit that you're pouring out of your ass like liquid waste. Well, the Alien Queen did. How the fuck did she do it? And Aliens. I just saw it recently. Ripley saved Newt, shot the grenades, shot that big old fallopian shit behind her that had the eggs that were laying down. Obviously, that's how she lays eggs. Otherwise, what's the fucking point of it being there? So you mean to tell me that, well, she had enough time, all this shit, to sit her ass down, lay some eggs, even though that whole fucking thing she blew the fuck up with her grenade launcher. It was bullshit. Well, maybe someone carried it. How? Bishop ETA, 16 minutes. It came from the Sulaco, went down, Bishop went in, Ripley and Hicks went in, Bishop was in there, he flew away, went back, picked him up, dealt with the Alien Queen, end the movie. It's like, well, let's just put it in there and fuck it. Fuck explanations. Fuck that. And then, hey, you like Aliens? You like the fact that the movie was about her having PTSD and going back to face her fear, and especially in the special edition, she has her daughter who died of old age, but she gains a new daughter and protects her and helps her and saves her. Even when she gets captured, she gears up, goes back in the nest, fucks up the eggs, fucks up such a rousing, awesome scene where she threatens the Alien Queen, with the flamethrower. Just all her rage, just unleash on every fucking egg. Grenade launching, flame throwing, rescuing Newt, getting the fuck out of there, nuking him from orbit just to be sure. Having a great cat fight with the Alien Queen. Get away from her, you bitch. Throwing her ass down, jettisoning her ass. And it was all for nothing! Nothing! Sorry, headphone users. Oh, it was... Yes, it was! Aliens means jack shit. Rescuing Newt didn't fucking matter. All those good guys sacrificing their lives for their comrades didn't fucking matter. Well, that's life. You need a movie to tell you that life sucks? Man, then good luck to you. What sucks is taking great movies like the first two. Hell, even Lance Henriksen agrees with me. In one of the documentaries, he talks about how they just destroyed everything that Alien and Aliens worked up to. I agree, Lance. Thank you. I like Lance Henriksen. Even if he does Bigfoot movies. He did one called Abominable. I like that movie. Good. I'll trust Lance Henriksen. I'm sure James Cameron would be pissed off too. I'll trust him. Not lately with Avatar. I don't like Avatar, but back before he was Jimmy Cammy. So right off the bat, you have this huge crutch of, well, you like aliens? Fuck yourself. And then people are like, but it's a sequel to Alien. And it sucks. It's not scary. It's not suspenseful. Her being a lone survivor in Nostromo didn't fucking matter because she does this bullshit, self-sacrifice, pretentious horse shit. Which even doesn't matter. She just is cloned and becomes fake Ripley. So even then it didn't fucking matter. Yeah, you know what's great? We don't put this in the summer. You know what's great? First, we don't have a teaser that says on Earth. And it's like, well, yeah, it's on Earth. It's on Earth, meaning the people in the theater. Well, let me tell you something. People screamed in anger when the film came out. That's why the film was not that big of a hit. And considering all the times they said they don't want to make an action movie, they don't want to be like Aliens, then that's fucking funny that all the fucking advertising tried so hard to be an action movie. Watch the trailers, the TV spots. They use James Horner's score from Aliens. They have explosions. Try to make it look like a fucking action movie. But yet they don't want another Aliens. Fucking weird, huh? 20th century fuckface. David Giler, Walter Hill. They were part of the problem too. Head of Fox. I don't know his name. I don't want to know his name. I want to know his nuts so I can kick him to his fucking throat till it pukes out all his fucking pubic hair, tying the fucking bow, strangling with it. No, I don't really condone violence. I condone being pissed off. Not holding back on this fucking movie. Fuck this movie. If you like the film, fine. I think it's fucking overrated. Well, it didn't do well inside. I still think it's fucking overrated. I don't understand. So many fucking movies that deserve cult status. That fucking movie, Leviathan, deserves a lot more than Alien 3. There's a lot more good notes. It's not scary. Neither is fucking Alien 3. That has a better cast. That has a better ending. Better. A lot better. Punching the fuck out of someone. Say, motherfucker. That film gets ignored, but Alien 3 gets its cult status. I disagree with. Wholeheartedly. These fucking rapings of aliens. Okay, what else other than Hicks and Newt dying? And that's what I get is from people, well, they just didn't like Hicks and Newt. Well, then I don't know what more you want me to say. Disagree? Yes. I like Michael Biehn, who's a badass. Pulling out shotgun saying he wants to use it for close encounters. Putting it in an alien's face and blowing the fuck out of it. Yes, I like Newt. She was not an annoying kid. What could you do with a kid on a prison planet? What I said at the beginning, if you want Ripley by herself, just have her too get jettisoned and her by herself on the prison planet. If you really want to do that, have the others keep going and they'll get picked up later. Hell, you can save that for future movies. You want to end Ripley's story there, and then that could be Alien 5. Hicks looking for Ripley or something like that. Newt looking for Ripley. Fox was stupid. They could have thought of, well, the future of the franchise. I said Alien 5. I meant Alien 4. That could have been Alien 4. Newt's grown up. She wants to know what happened to Ripley. She doesn't know what happened. Finds her, but then is dealing with aliens or whatever. Or Hicks. Or Bishop. Or all three. Fox, you dumb fucks. Yes, I like them. I'm sorry that I don't like it when you have a movie. And yes, I do like Ripley. Not really in this movie. The acting's not the problem, but I'll get to that. But I like Ripley. She didn't have to die either. But if you really have to do it, you didn't have to take everyone down with you. To make the most depressing fucking thing. Oh, it's ballsy. It's different. I'm sorry, just because it's different and ballsy doesn't mean it's good. if I make a movie that, okay, I could just do a 5-minute movie where I have everyone from Star Wars, Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, and Han Solo, Harrison Ford. They're in the Millennium Falcon. I have a ship come in, blow up the Millennium Falcon, end credits, and I guess by that, give me an Oscar. Because I made a ballsy movie. It's a 5-minute movie, but it's ballsy. And then the facehuggers come out of nowhere. And then they crash down. And then they get found by these prisoners. And then sound like doers by car scene. And then let's have an autopsy on Newt. Great. But it's a horror film. So's Alien. So's Alien. And it's a better horror film. So for those who say, but it's a horror film, yeah, so is Alien, the first film. It's a better one. Has a better cast. Has a better characters. Has a better finale. You want to compare to Alien 3, it's still going to lose. Great, so it's a not as good version of Alien. That's what you wanted? Okay. Not me. So the dude Hicks died, and of course the whole story about how, you know, it was going to maybe come out of Hicks or something. Michael Biehn was pissed, and he's like, well, that's bullshit. And he was a bit insulted as well. I don't blame him. And he's like, well, we'll use your picture. Well, you don't pay me some money for that picture. Okay, fine. And yes, I know about the Aliens Colonial Marines video game, which I will admit I have never played. It's just that everywhere I've looked, I've heard bad and bad and bad and bad reviews, and they've shown clips of how this fucked up, that fucked up, and so on and so forth. And it didn't look that interesting. I know there's a good guy, I think also named Corporal Dwayne Hitch, who says the game is good. That's cool. I haven't played it. This laptop doesn't really run games that well. But it's just that the major consensus is that it's a bad game. And I bring that up because that's how they work that Hicks is alive this way. But it's a game that the majority of people don't like. So, okay, I'm glad you did that, but it just happens to be in a game that 90% of the people don't like. Can't speak for myself. Just what I've heard. But, you have all these prisoners. I want to get to the prisoners, because I understand what you're going with. That you have a character by herself, and not only she has to deal with a xenomorph, she also has to deal with rapists, murderers, killers, and so forth. So she has people that she can't trust within her group, which would be a different aspect, as well as a xenomorph. I get that. But hell, if you went William Gibson's script, you would have had that too. You won't trust anybody, because it'd be like John Carver's The Thing. Are you infected or are you not? And then, like, The Thing or David Cronenberg's The Fly, they turn into an alien. And then even with this aspect in Alien 3, they don't go that far with it. There's a scene where they attempt to rape her. Charles Dutton comes in. That's one of the reasons why I think he's the only decent character in the film. Saves Ripley. And then after that, the rape is never brought up. That attempted rape is never brought up. Ever. You try to come after me again, I'll knock your fucking head off. Or never brought up again. As if it never happened. And very quickly they fall in line to work with Ripley. It's not like a continuous thing. And even the cast, is the acting the problem? No. But who gives a shit about Charles Dance? I'm sorry. I like to see, I have a Golden Child poster. Sweet Brother Nipsey. I like Charles Dance. I don't give a fuck about the doctor. If I want to see a doctor In this kind of situation that has some iffy points in the past, I watch Richard Trent in Leviathan. But he has more to his character. Charles Dance is, hey, Ripley? And then Ripley has sex with him, or with him, in 5 minutes. And then he dies. Pretty damn early in the film. Well, it's like a psycho thing. You think he's going to be... They already did that. In Alien, with Dallas. So, what, it's another thing that is trying to do from Alien? Alien did it better. Charles Dance, there's nothing... He's not a bad actor. There's nothing to his character. There's no reason for me to give a fuck. Okay, he's a doctor who fucked up. Great. Not enough! Not expecting Oscar winning... Well, Sigourney Weaver was nominated for an Oscar for Aliens. Sure, the writing helped with that too, because it was a good script by James Cameron. But Charles S. Dunn is the only guy I like. He makes a great speech. He fucks up the guys who are trying to rape Ripley. She tries to thank him. He's like, you know what, I'm not really the nicest guy anyway, and you should be careful. Has that scene where she wants to die because she has the alien in him, and he's like, no. Okay, you're not dying now. You need to help us fight this thing. Kill this thing. Has a one-on-one with the alien. Goes down fighting. Charles Dunn is the only character worth a fuck in this movie. I wish he was the lone survivor. At least that would have been something. No, you have the lone survivor be some fucking jerk-off who has some fucking scene about, we have no fucking ice cream. We have shit. Yeah, this shit! Yeah, that fucking fuckface is the last survivor. Thank fucking God. Suck a dick. Here's a question. The Charles S. Dunn character. I like him. Why couldn't that be Hicks? You could have Hicks disappear and he got thrown away from the crash. And hell, you could have the scene where she's about to get raped and there's Michael Biehn. Oh shit, there's Hicks. I can imagine Hicks fuck up these people. Michael Biehn's Hicks going up and giving that speech about how, you know, this thing killed his men, killed his friends, and, you know, I have no reason to trust you, but this is what we need to do. I just see Hicks being the guy who respects Ripley's wishes and lowers her over to here so she jumps. That scene where she's about to kill herself. Remember Aliens? There's a scene where Hicks goes, it comes to that point. I'll do us both. But let's make sure that goes to that point. It'd be a callback. It would make sense. Like sequels Tumzai is supposed to do. That scene where, you know, she wants to die and Hicks won't do it. That would make sense. It would be perfect. Oh, but he's hurt. Yeah, I've never seen any movie where someone's been hurt and yet they still keep going. Yeah, John McClane had his feet shredded up to shit. But he still jumped off a fucking building and went through a goddamn window. That's called Die Hard. Silly me. I don't know, there's not this thing called medicine and stuff that could help you. I know. Shame on me. And the other prisoners you don't give a fuck about. There's the bald black guy who has a deep voice. There's the guy who, it's a demon. And I saw the assembly cut. It was worthless as shit. The only difference is it's a bison or whatever instead of a dog that the face hugger goes on. A couple more outside, like, establishing shots. And a useless fucking subplot where you have the fucking guy who, when Charles Dance dies, the guy is on the bed and he disappears in the theatrical cut. Well, in here, they obviously fucking camera cut off, so I have to keep fucking going. Edit. As I was saying, I saw the assembly cut, and all it was some establishing shots. It was a bison instead of a dog, and some asshole who lets the alien out and dies because he's an idiot and he thought the alien was a fucking demon. Whoop-de-fuck-do! The assembly cut didn't impress me much. There wasn't much shit to it. What's so fucking special about the assembly cut? And so that autopsy, the Ripley character, yeah, she cries a little bit and her nose bleeds, which maybe that's a callback to the first film, because I remember in the first film when she's dealing with Ash and then her nose starts bleeding. Even before he's hit her, her nose just starts bleeding. Maybe that's just what her character does when she's stressed. And then here her nose is bleeding. Okay, she gives a few tears. I'll give you that. But then it seems like in 5 minutes after shaving her head, I guess when you shave your head, your hormones kick in, and in 5 minutes she has sex with Charles Dance. And I go, you just had sex with a guy who is a prisoner here. Yeah, he's a doctor, but he's a prisoner. And it seems like on the same day that you found out that this girl and a guy who you were helping is dead. So I guess the grieving process is pretty quick here. They just died. I need to fuck. You're a doctor. Fuck me. What? I'm like, okay, Ripley. Okay. Whatever. I hate this fucking movie. And then the thing is that a lot of the movie is just the story wanders. The story doesn't know where the fuck it is going. That's why at times it's very fucking boring. It's like it's wandering around until the alien attacks. That's why this is a body count movie. It's wandering around. It doesn't know where its thumb and its ass is to put it up, but it's wandering around until an alien shows up to kill someone. It is. We're wandering around and, oh, you don't have weapons? Well, that sucks. Even though, why you make a homemade flamethrower? You're telling me you have the ability to create fire. You have flares and shit. You telling me that you can't make a fucking flamethrower? You have nothing to... You have stuff that you clean with. You have stuff that's flammable. You tell me you can't come up with someone? Fucking Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone can make a fucking flamethrower that fucks up Joe Pesci's head. But all these prisoners, all these people, they can't make a homemade little flamethrower? But whatever. Even the Alien 3 video game had fucking flamethrowers. But okay, you want the idea with no weapons? Hell, in Alien they barely used weapons. Do people forget that? Dallas had a flamethrower. He used it a couple times in the tunnel just to see if there's anything there. Ripley had a flamethrower. She never shot the flamethrower once. No, she didn't, because I just saw the movie. Yavakaro used the flamethrower once to burn the remains of Ash. That's it. So yeah, they had weapons, I guess, technically, but they barely used it. So it's not like this no weapon thing is that big of a fucking thing. And it wanders around until an alien attacks. Alien attacks a guy who's cleaning, and he goes into the fan and gets turned to bits. It wanders around, and then, oh, here's a guy who gets taken up. After she gets an attempted rape on her, and then that disappears. Like, it's never brought up again. And when that guy, one of the boss of gets taken, there's really not much friction other than The one scene where the asshole's going, we got no fucking ice cream, we don't got shit. And Charles Dutton says you should shut the fuck up. I'm like, yeah, that guy should shut the fuck up. And then after that, it seems pretty decent. Not too much friction after that. And, again, it's just waiting around for the next alien attack. Here's a guy with a deep voice and this other guy, and they get attacked. And I like some of the shots. The alien's got blood on his face, and looks like he's almost smiling. Good up-close effects of the xenomorph. You know, the scene where in the trailers the bitch is back, and you're wondering, well, which bitch? Which bitch are you talking about? This bitch or this bitch? The alien bitch or Ripley bitch? And, you know, okay, that's a good shot for a poster. And then it doesn't kill her, and that's where you find out that she has a chest burster inside her. And that because it's a queen chest burster, the alien won't kill her. Which she uses a little bit. But not as much as I thought it would be. I mean, that's a good thing to have, and they don't use it that much. But people get picked up one by one. They try to do that thing. Wait for the signal. It drops. Bunch of explosions. Killing people that we don't know. We don't care. We don't give a shit. Just random explosion. Random explosion. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Explosion, explosion, explosion. Give a big speech. Here's blind guy, blind guy. Bald guy, bald guy, bald guy. And I can barely tell them apart. They're British and they're bald. And they got a barcode. And they're all bitches because they're all going to die. And I'm like, who's this guy? Okay, that's Pete Postlewaite. May he rest in peace. Who's this guy? Oh, I think that's the asshole talking about the ice cream. There's this guy. There's that guy. And people just get killed out one by one. You don't care about them. You don't give a shit what's going on. All you care about is the pretty pictures. Oh, cool. Here's a camera where aliens POV. And oh, cool. It went to the ceiling. I think that's what David Fincher was doing was, let me at least get some pretty pictures and pretty camera work and pretty photography. Okay, you got it. That doesn't make a good movie. How even the plot hole in the movie of, yeah, if you, I think it's in the assembly cut where someone finds the queen face hugger, but if you watch the theatrical version, it almost looks like one face hugger got two things. But hell, I mean, I just had to mention that, but that's not even, you know, the biggest problem. The biggest problem is it gets very boring at times in this movie. Because you don't give a fuck. The majority of the cast you don't give a fuck about. Even Ripley didn't really do much for me in this movie. And get to an ending after everyone's pretty much dead. Charles Dutton dies, self-sacrifice. They pour this lead and then it comes up and it explodes. Then the company comes and here's Lance Henriksen again, Bishop 2, which I guess he's human because you see red blood. I guess. And then she jumps in, and thankfully at that time, the chest burster comes out right when she jumps in. And I know there were shots where it didn't pop out. She goes down, pretty crappy effect. There are some dodgy effects. Some of the outside shots, there's some dodgy effects. Her falling to the lead, dodgy effect. The wide shots of the alien running around, dodgy effects. And it had a bigger budget than Aliens. Shouldn't have dodgy effects like that. I'm sorry. That's not an excuse. When it had a bigger budget than Aliens. Aliens does not have dodgy effects. This does. It has a dodgy pacing as well. And then the only survivor is the asshole that no one liked. Huh, but that's clever. And then you hear the same thing you heard in the first movie. Message, lone survivor of the Nostromo. I'm like, hey, you want to keep mentioning Alien? Why don't I just go watch Alien instead? Why don't I do that? I hate this movie with a passion. I don't find anything good with it. Well, I mean, I said a couple good things. I like the score. I like the photography. I like some of the camera work. Charles Dunn I like. The acting is not the problem. Is that the majority of characters don't give a fuck about. Well, of course, they're rapists, murderers, and child fucking pornography wanners and all whatever the fuck else they are. But when you around scum, don't give a fuck if they live or die, and you're spending so much time cat and mouse between them. I'm like, can the xenomorph be the good guy? Can we do that? Because have him kill everybody. I don't care. And the plot wanders around, so it gets very fucking boring. So it doesn't know, the movie doesn't know, because they were writing it on the spot. Because they were writing the script on the spot. That's why the story feels like it wanders around. And okay, we need an alien attack. It's going here. Now we need an alien attack. Or it goes, now we need an alien attack. So the story doesn't know where the fuck it's going. I don't care for the self-sacrifice pretentious ending, and the dodgy effects doesn't help. There's shit in the plot that doesn't make sense. Well, wait a minute, what about this and that? Including how the fuck were their face huggers at the beginning of the goddamn thing. Charles Dance, there's nothing to his character. He dies fucking early enough for him. He's a doctor. Some shit happened. Has sex with Ripley. Why should I care about this guy? When you look at the cast of Alien and Aliens, Alien, Parker, Brett, Lambert, Dallas, Kane, Aliens, Hicks, Hudson, Vasquez, Sergeant Apone, Newt. This, I can't remember. I think Charles Dutton's character is what, Dylan? That's all I remember. I don't remember any characters' names. Do you? Characters suck. The story sucks. Give a middle finger to Aliens, which was a crowd-pleasing movie. Yes, that is a problem! If you don't like Aliens, fine! I disagree. It's a boring movie. You don't give a fuck about most of the characters. The story wanders around. Some dodgy effects, especially the wide shots of the alien. Muddled pacing. It's not exciting. It's not thrilling. It's not entertaining like Aliens. It's not scary. Or I don't think it's that atmospheric. It's not suspenseful like Alien. And when you see it, it makes it seem like you were at a funeral. What is there to like about Alien 3? Oh, it's different. Well, I could have a movie where Martin Riggs gets shot in the head and dies. And then Roger Murtaugh's family gets raped and murdered and pillaged. Doesn't automatically make it a good movie. It's ballsy. It's different. Doesn't make it automatically make it a good movie. I'm sorry. I hate Alien 3 with a passion. And it destroyed the franchise. And it never returned since. Just what happened. This film flopped. Critics didn't like it that much. It didn't do well with fans, at least at the time. It didn't make that much money. It was a disappointment at the box office. And then you had Alien Resurrection, which sucked. You had AVP stuff, which sucked. You had Prometheus, which sucked. Alien 5 ain't gonna do jack fucking shit. Neil Blomkamp, yeah, he made Chappie, which no one liked, and it flopped. You think 20th Century Fuckface is going to give him anything to do? It's going to take place. Alien 3 and 4 do matter, but they don't matter. But they do matter, but they don't matter. Neil Barker doesn't even know what the fuck he's talking about, but yet I have no hope for that. And I'm sorry, as a fan of Aliens, I don't like... As a fan of Alien, I don't like... As a fan of both, I don't like this in my face, which is what Alien 3 does. All that shit Ripley went through, tough shit. Self-sacrifice ending, which becomes fucking useless because her and the aliens get cloned anyway. Aliens, all the shit she went through, all that arc of her daughter dying and then gaining a new daughter and going back in the nest, making the whole ending point. Well, it's now pointless. Yes, it is! When you go in to rescue someone and then 5 minutes later they're dead, let's say I'm a firefighter. I go in a burning building, I crawl all the way to the top of this skyscraper, I save her, I get all the way down, I put her down, I turn around, and then the fucking car comes and smashes her. I'm like, wow! That fucking sucks! Not only because she's dead, but that was fucking pointless! Well, life sucks. So does this movie. Yeah, if life sucks, and you're saying this is like life, then if life sucks, then this movie sucks. So that proves my point! So anyway, I've gone long enough. I hate this fucking movie with a passion. I, I've repeated myself many times. I hate the fact it gives a big fuck you to Alien. All the shit Ripley went through, it means nothing. And especially aliens. Killing off terrorists that we love just for shits and giggles. When I gave reason, I just, at the very beginning of the video, and then I said it again in the middle. Or going with other different scripts. There's so many different ways you could have gone, and they went with the worst one. Which didn't matter because you still have 4 and other bullshit. A story that wanders because they were writing it on the day. That's why I felt like it wanders and the story doesn't know where the fuck it's going. Characters you don't give a fuck about, but that's the point. Great, so I'm with a bunch of characters you don't give a fuck, especially following 2 movies that had excellent casts of characters. Alien, great cast of characters. Aliens, great cast of characters. 3, no great memorable lines of dialogue, or humor, or levity, or great characters. There are no great characters. I like Charles Dutton. I won't call him a great character, though. And Ripley really doesn't do much in Alien 3. What does she really do? She almost gets raped, and she wanders around, has sex with the doctor, and then, oh, let's make this plan, it fucks up, people get blown up, you don't give a fuck about them, so it doesn't matter. She's over here while everyone is running around, this guy dies, this guy dies. They go over here, and then they kill the alien. Ripley didn't really do much of jack shit anyway, so there you go. Maybe that's another reason. The Ripley character just didn't do much for me. She doesn't really do anything. At least at the end of Alien, you had that bit cat and mouse of, her dealing with it by herself and facing the alien by herself. And Alien, she does a lot of things. I mean, even getting to the vehicle and driving in while Gorman's fucking with her and going back in the nest. And Ripley doesn't do jack shit in this. I mean, just countless things pouring out of my head. And just look at what could have been, what might have been. Sigourney Weaver doesn't want to do anything for a while, then let her take a break. Do a part 4. Part 3 and part 4 without her. Then maybe she'd get the itch again and have her come back. Hell, don't these guys know when you deal with movies, nothing is over, nothing. How many times have they said the final in a Friday the 13th series? The final chapter, the final Friday, and they still keep going. There's never a final. And obviously there wasn't the case here. Resurrection. But yeah, I hate this movie with a passion. If you like the film, fine, but I've read so many explanations, and I disagree with every single one of them. I do. Nothing you say will convince me otherwise. Because I've read it all, and going through each one would make this into 3 hours. But, hey, that's your opinion. I don't have to share it. Fuck this movie. I hate this fucking movie with a passion. I hate this fucking movie. Hate this movie. I just want to hate it. I fucking hate it. And now, if you excuse me, I got cleaned up because fucking videotape is everywhere from the beginning of this video. I hate this movie with a passion. I think it's the worst sequel because it killed a franchise. I don't know many movies that kill a franchise as badly. Aliens are considered masterpieces. Even for people like Alien 3, David Fincher, first off, he hates the fucking movie. Second off, I still have to say the major consensus is not that Alien 3 is a masterpiece. Alien and Aliens are considered masterpieces. Alien 3, no. So at least there's that kind of vindication, which I'm glad for. But anyway, thanks for watching my big old rant on Alien 3. I'm sort of petered out now. I hate this movie. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I want that t-shirt. Fuck Alien 3. I just want to say that randomly. Yeah, but fuck Alien 3. I hate this fucking movie. I hate it. I hate what it did to the previous 2 films. I hate that it killed the franchise. All the different stories. You could have had Hicks and Bishop fighting alien queens in zero-G gravity, which was in William Gibson's script. You could have had 8 firefights. You could have had people being turned from human to aliens like John Carpenter's The Thing. You could have gone more where they go back into the actual alien home planet. You could have made an epic action movie. Hell, you want to go back to horror? Fine. I'm fine with going back to horror. But make a good movie. This wasn't. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for Resurrection, which is another piece of shit later.